Hello there. Hello there, everyone. This is Retromaster 82. Now into my third episode of Yume Nikki. Alright, so now that we're back here again, we're gonna go back to the dream world as we usually do. We've got 7 effects total. There's one thing I also wanted to show you, which I've yet to do. We're just going to use this as a test subject. Let's see. And let's do the flute because that's completely useless. If you press 5, then you can just drop an effect. This will be important later on because you can actually re-equip the effect if you want. Why would you want to do this? Well, I already kind of just foreshadowed it, but it's actually saying that you want to do it at some point. So anyway, let's go back to doing what I was going to do. Which, today I'm actually going to go over here. Here we are in the Shield Folk world, so this time we're going to be hunting for a certain effect. Because this one has multiple uses. And I'll also show you the use of the one effect which I got last time. Let's see, this will be important later. See, it shouldn't be this far away from. I know that's it. So in this world, there's just like the tiles, there's a bunch of shield, and it also has some of these tiles from the graffiti world, and whatever you call some monkey-like creature in the background. So, okay, here it is. Crap, I wish I had... There we go, we got the cat effect. I'll show you what it does. It's kind of a reference to... I bet you know what that's a reference to, but it's like a reference to those cat statues. I think somewhere in... I know where... You probably know it. I think somewhere in like Asia, I don't remember for a fact. But anyway, back here. So in this area, you may just think that you might get yourself lost. There's like all these paths that lead nowhere. But however, the actual path you can't actually see. So going up, even. By going down one of these, you'll find Okay, here we go. Down here. And here we go. And hey look, it's a reference to another game. Yeah, this is a reference to Earthbound Beginnings, like the very start of the game. More specific. And if you thought that wasn't an Earthbound Beginnings reference, this music sure is also a reference to the areas where you get to Magikant in Earthbound Beginnings. Although with only like the first piece of the whole song. But in this area, there's a bunch of things you can find. Let's see. It's a very big area, and we've got this guy, which. Wait, I'm gonna go and check the cat. It does, your eyes change to yellow as opposed to red with this. Okay, I was killing that to see if it was gonna drop like something. There is one place where I would recommend actually doing this. If you're gonna get like a drop. But like going up here, you'll find this area, and it looks like a bootleg game for some reason. You can just like other NPCs, these guys die in one. Just die as soon as you hit them with the kitchen knife. But there is, but with this big one you see right here, he actually goes down in 3 hits. Oh wait, no, it's actually. Oh wait, it's actually not 3. For me, it's always been 3. And that's what I was looking for. We got 200 yen, which I'll show you what use that has very soon. As you may have noticed. Oh wait, no, you can't see it in this world. Never mind. I know I could just leave this area, but there is, believe it or not, another effect found here. And these mushrooms, you can also kill them too. Yeah, we got another one. But yeah, it's kind of random when you actually get yen. And over here, this guy, if you talk to him, you get the Oni effect, which unfortunately I can't use now. And wait, it actually makes it doesn't make like the weird noise that it would otherwise make. Hey, well, let's just kill these mushrooms, and I know that you can there's actually an alternative way to get here. There's so many alternative ways to get to places that I don't even know all of them, but now back to the overworld. So now we're in the Puddle world. So it has some music, and in here there is an effect. There's an easy way to find it, but I haven't been able to find the lanterns. I think you have to go. Okay, here's the first one. Here's the next one. I think if you go east and there's like another one, then you go down south. And there it is. It makes it, basically, this is, it does that. It does have one use. And also with the Oni effect I just got, it does make it lightning. There's only, as far as I'm aware, the only place in those dark worlds, in the worlds that's dark, it does make it easier to, you can see things much easier, but I don't think it, but I personally think it's just a worse version of the lamp effect. Because you need another effect in order to use it, because, let's see, I'm just going to turn off, because with this effect, in order to actually get rid of the rain, you have to, otherwise, it just makes that noise. Which I don't know how to describe what it is, but like often tells you that you can't do something. And this area is so now that you like pay 100 yen and you'll get these heart thingies. Otherwise, then you just make the same noise that you get with the Oni effect. So we are now in the dense woods. We're in one of multiple ways that you can get here. So if you go up here, I'll just show you what there is. I wouldn't recommend actually going this way because there isn't anything actually important, but for some reason there's a light here, and there's this piece of wood that looks like where you get the witch effect. Don't worry, I'll get that effect when I get to it. But right now I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go and take this and go back. If you continually go west, this is the only place you can really find. There isn't anything else interesting here besides this path. So if you want to know what I mean, you just recycle back to the beginning. But if you go east, you'll find. Oh wait, no, not that. You'll find this thingy, and you thought you could kill this thing, right? It actually doesn't work. I forgot what his name was. I think it was a jellyfish thing. And if you go down here, you'll find 4 weird mask-looking thingies. And then if you turn around, you'll get this creepy green face, and believe it or not, stares at you just before you leave. Let's see, up here all there is, as far as I'm aware, there's no way to get in here. So I'm just going to, unless a few people know how to get in here, but I don't think there is any way to get in there. So anyway, if you continue going west, you'll find the traffic light, which is a very useful effect. It stops like, like you saw that cat. Well, if I had this before, if you put it on, if you stopped the thing by pressing 1, of course, it just like makes it'll make all NPCs stop. And this also includes Pterinogens, which I'll probably show you what they do very shortly. Which I should say that I am going to do that very shortly. Because I'm going to go to out of all the Nexus locations, this is the area I find myself going to the least. It's the forest, and this was like one of the first areas I actually have been to, believe it or not. And in here, there's like the background. That's one of the events, believe it or not. Later on, I'll show you how to get to it. And there's also all these creepy ghosts that like overlap as well. And this really disturbing music. And it's also kind of creepy that like you interact with the ghost and it like stays above your head. But like there's only 2 reasons to go here, and both of those can be done through different ways. Here's one of them. Let's see, I think there's also over here that you can. I remember I also encountered the frog effect. But I only got the frog effect here in my first playthrough, but like if you watch the first episode, you probably know why you wouldn't even need to get the frog effect here, because like you can just go through the dense woods portal in the office area, and finding the frog effect there is like way easier than like finding the frog effect here, because I don't even remember the location of where it is. And that's because I haven't been to this, but like, here we're in this creepy area, and this is a Pterinogen. There's like multiple different ones. If you touch one, you just get trapped into a loop. Which your only option is to either wake up or use the eye palm effect. So why is the traffic light important for dealing with these guys? Well, I'll show you. So going back all the way to where I just did, where I just was, I meant to say, not where I just did. Let's see, where is, but like, wait, where was it? Oh, here it was. The Pterinogens can no longer harm you when you're in this state. There is another, and over here, it's a portal to to probably one of the largest areas in the whole game. It's called, according to the wiki, it's called Hell. Literally, that's the name. So in this area, there are actually 3 ways you can possibly get here. I personally don't do the forest way. There is, by the way, this face thingy, or whatever it is. It kind of looks like a headless body to me, with like some disturbing face on it. You try stabbing it, it actually won't work for you. And oh yeah, I actually forgot to show you what the cat effect actually does, and what it actually makes multiple NPCs interact. And over here you can get to the docks. There's actually another way they can get to the docks, which also has one of those, what they're called, vending machines that we saw earlier that you can pay yen for. And over here, what the heck is that thing? Some weird serpent with weirdly placed eyes that look kind of weird. I actually never knew that existed until now. So in the docks, there's 2 things that you can encounter, both of which I'm going to show you. Let's see, is this the one that I was looking for? Let's see. By the end, you'll find an NPC, and here's this one, but I'll show you what this guy does in a little bit. Right now, I'm not gonna go for him, because this time I'm going to be going over here I'm going to go and continue over here, and on this one, which has a longer vertical range to go through, and then you'll find yourself walking here for a while. Wait, there's another turn. I didn't actually remember this. But you'll find this red guy eating on something. By talking to him, you get the fan effect, which is another useless effect that just makes you fat. It does that. Yeah, this effect literally does nothing. A lot of the effects in this game don't really do anything or have very limited use. I know it's kind of a shame, but there are some that do actually have. But I'll show you the effects that do have use. Wait, I already have 12 effects, which is close to half, but it's an odd number of effects, so I shouldn't really be saying that. So if you go back here, it's an alternative way to the wilderness. There's 2 ways that, as far as I'm aware, that you can get here. Over here you can find if you go up north, you can find this area, which I'll talk about later in a later episode. Right now I'm going to go and see if I can find it. Okay, there it is. I'll probably cut to where I find it. Why am I even saying that? I probably shouldn't be cutting as much, because this is a Let's Play. I'm like so used to like making videos of like plush content that now making this kind of stuff is. I feel more like there should be more cutting than there really should be. Or maybe it's on the. We have to go, because I remember it was down south or something. maybe you can only just, maybe let's see what happens if I go into that one area I showed you from before. One up here. Let's see. There it is. There are multiple areas to the wilderness, but I'm going to show you one that's like very interesting. I'm going to show you like, well, remember what we saw in the forest area? We saw that face thingy. Well, it turns out if you continue going up north, like over here, see, I think there's 2 paths as far as I'm aware. You'll find this box. You press enter and you'll find what's called the Aztec Rave Monkey. I think that's its name. It's kind of weird, and I'd recommend, if you're, I'm probably going to put an epilepsy warning at the beginning of this video in case you're wondering. Because if you easily, it's kind of obnoxiously bright. Alright, so without further ado, it was nice to show you guys this part, but I hope I'll see you guys again soon. Bye. This is Retromaster signing out.